All right, so last day of podcast movement 2025, and we are here with John. John, what is your podcast about?
I actually I run a network of podcasts. I do have a podcast, but I run a network of podcasters.
Okay.
My podcast is about podcasting.
Okay, sweet.
The innovations in tech, podcasting, and AI.
Gotcha.
But really, my main job is working with other podcasters.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So how's your mental health been along the podcasting journey?
I'm quite like it's such a hard question for me, this, because I'm definitely a candidate for total and utter self-destruction burnout. And it's happened around me, and I'm often maybe even the cause of it. Sometimes I feel guilty. I'm probably causing more of those issues around me because very focused on what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think about it that much. That's the problem. But I have had some very, like, in my business, I've had like people really close to me fuck out for like a year and completely make our business really unstable. So I'm very aware of it, and I'm very, very conscious of it around me. But I've kind of decided not to have any feelings in the world so that my business can run.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So is that how you manage your burnout feelings?
Do you know what? Many years ago, 18 years ago, my dad passed away. And at that time, I was running on maximum, and when he died, I fucked out completely for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was in therapy, and I really learned my limits. I thought I was invincible up until that point. And I think it's been a while now, so I don't think about it. You bring it to my attention, but as soon as I get that feeling, I remember what it feels like. That's when I sort of back off and protect myself from it, because I actually recognize what the breaking point looks like. But now I just shove it really, really deep and just fucking keep running.
Do you think that ever like comes and bites you in the butt?
It's gonna, without doubt. Like, part of my real love and care for the people around me, and why when other people are suffering, we are really, really supportive, like massive support structures, because I recognize I'm on the lane. When it's my turn, I would love to be taken care of the same way that we do that the other way to other people.
Okay.
So
where can
wow,
people...
really being super honest here, man.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate it. Where can people find you if they're looking for any kind of like podcasting support, right?
So yeah, I have a podcast that's like for anyone doing podcasting. Because of the network's quite high profile, I just get approached all the time for help. So I created a podcast so that people wouldn't have to speak to me.
Oh, okay.
So it's everything you need to know, from like super low level to extremely like pro, from the monetization to deeper strategies, right down to the shallow nonsense stuff that everybody knows. It's called The Digital Savage, and if you just go look through that, it's really short and punchy because I'm impatient. It's like 6 minutes, and it's like everything you need to know. Very tactical, very practical.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate
Thank you.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank
Stockyards coming up thanks to you.
Yes, sir. Everyone, that was John, so check him out. And first interview with the phone, so be kind. And I just got done speaking to Hoyt, correct?
That's correct.
With Episonic. Super cool stuff that they're coming out with. I highly recommend it. I'm looking forward to trying it out. But Hoyt, how has your mental health been being a podcaster? And real quick, what is your podcast and where can people find it?
So my podcast is called Behind the Swipe, and it's all about dating after 50. So you've been divorced, you're ready to get back out in the world. So you need a cheat sheet, playbook to help you figure out all the complications that weren't the case when you were dating last time.
Yeah.
So it's Behind the Swipe. Yeah.
Behind the Swipe. Awesome.
And it's really the reason that Sean and I created Episonic in the first place.
Okay.
Is because I needed tools to help me create my podcast, because I have a really high bar for episodes, right?
Yeah.
So, and that was, you talk about sort of the mental toll of that. It's like, I love talking to my audience, right? I love doing the podcast.
Yeah.
But it was so much work that I was just conflicted, right? Because I did it as a passion project. So it's not like I'm making a ton of money off of it or anything. Right?
Yeah.
And so all of that time, I knew I had these people that were depending on me to do episodes every week.
Yeah.
And yet it was taking so much time that I was really in conflict about, how do I resolve this?
Yeah. Kind of hitting burnout a little early, right?
That's right. Yeah. And I think a lot of podcasters feel that way. You've heard something like pod fade, right?
Yep.
Where they might do 10 or 12 episodes, and then they do one instead of weekly, they do it every other week, and then it's once a month, and then you never hear from them again.
Yep.
And it's because they discover that there's just a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so you kind of help make a way to really cut through the noise, right?
That's right. So it's basically like being able to hire a producer to help you.
Yeah. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So how you think that this is actually going to be a tool that's going to help podcasters with their mental health in sorts, right?
Oh, I think so, because it's going to give them time to focus on what they love doing about their podcast, which is the creativity and the storytelling, right?
Yeah.
And not have to do all the heavy lifting of, oh gosh, I got to go find a great guest for this show, that kind of stuff.
And it sounds like it's a way to help set yourself apart from the collaborators in the same space as you.
I think that's true. Although, this is a very tight-knit community of podcasters.
Yeah.
Everybody is willing to help their fellow podcaster.
Yeah.
So it's a great ethos that exists within this community. So I don't think people sort of think about it as my competitors. They think about it in terms of, well, my audience expects a great show.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the line to do that.
Yeah.
And it's my name on that podcast. It's my identity that's a part of that. So I don't want anything to go out that's not great.
Yeah. Yep. Feel you right there. And so have you hit burnout yourself? Do you think that you've come across that gap or bridge before?
Yes, I did. And so I hit that gap, right? I said, look, I can't do this with this pace and this frequency. And so I got started on working with artificial intelligence to help me do that.
Okay.
And so I've been working on this now for a year, Sean and I have.
Oh, wow.
And it'll come out in the fall. So.
Sweet.
And that's really helped with that. I mean, this is a lot of work too, right? It's a ton of work. But it's rewarding, and I know that when I can put this in the hands of podcasters and make their life easier, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, for sure. And where can people find it whenever it goes live?
The site is Episonic.ai.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Episonic.ai. Well, Hoyt, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Keegan, good luck to you, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And everyone, we're back to it. And here we've got Jennifer of the Bourbon Barrel podcast, right?
Yes, Bourbon Barrel podcasting.
So you don't necessarily do podcasts, but you do editing a podcast, right?
Yes. Right.
So how has your mental health been on your content creation journey? Because you help people with their mental health in a weird way, right? Because you're taking care of the stress of editing the podcast.
Right. So I take things off other people's plate. And last year I hired a team to help me take things off my plate. So that it brings a whole nother level of stressors. And hey, are we going to get paid? And hey, I got to do invoicing and all the things. But I have as far as mental health goes, better living through chemistry for me, as we call it. Chemical cocktail every night. That prescription drugs are okay. But also having a good balance between work and play and family. And I'm an empty nester now. So my husband and I have started doing coffee 1 or 2 mornings a week and keeping us grounded.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you think that you've ever hit burnout?
Yes.
How did you get out of it? Did you not really?
Well, me and podcasting had a tumultuous relationship for a little bit. And what I don't recommend this is I invested money into advertising for my business. And then if you do that, you have to be on.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of fell back into place. Do not recommend, because that's another level. But that's kind of what happened. Is I was like, okay, get back into it, and just invested in the time and money. to do it. And
yeah. So do you see yourself doing this for quite a while?
Yeah.
Yep. You love it? Got a passion for it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Helping young podcasters and the pod curious find their way.
Ooh, the pod curious.
Pod curious.
Oh.
Yeah.
So where can people find you if they're needing help with their podcast?
bourbonbarrelpodcasting.com.
Oh, awesome. All right, everyone, that's been Jennifer, and we're going to find out who else is still here, because last day a lot of people have just filtered on through. And I'm speaking to Brandon.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
So Brandon, what is it that you do, and where can people find you?
Yeah, so I run a podcast network, and based on a podcast we've been doing for a long time, we do ghost stories and haunted history, and do all kinds of like horror fiction, stuff like that. Southern Gothic Media is the name. You can go to southerngothicmedia.com. Find us on all your podcatchers, actually. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So being a content creator of sorts, have you dealt with burnout and stuff like that?
How could you not? Burnout is nonstop. It's something that you have to set realistic goals. That's what I've found. I've been doing this for 8 years now.
Ooh.
And it is very much setting realistic goals and finding a way to say no to stuff as well. That's a big part to really kind of put that together. And the other thing is, boundaries on your time, like boundaries with yourself. As creative people, like you're constantly coming up with new ideas, and so you might be hanging out with your kids or something, and you're like, man, like I want to work on this show, and you've got to find a way to get out of that and do that. So I think those are the biggest things, because you can always do time management, but like what's in there, you might not be able to manage. So yeah, that's probably most of what comes with us.
Fair enough. Is there any struggles that you deal with on a regular that you got any tips for anyone else?
Oh gosh.
If you don't, that's okay.
Tips.
I just like to remind people to breathe out before they breathe in.
I know. I might not even be the best example. I am a bit of a workaholic. I say all this stuff. Do I practice what I preach, right? I think community is the most important thing. I think that you, especially if you're a creator, if you're a content creator, anything you struggle with, anything in your life whatsoever, anxiety, sobriety, anything, I think the more you remind yourself that there's an outside world and you connect with that. So I am very big on using the phone. As not a lot of millennials talk about that, but man, if you get caught in a problem, just calling somebody else and hearing about their problem, I think that's probably my best advice to doing that. So yeah.
Well, that's really good advice. I appreciate that. Sometimes the phone is heavy though.
It's it's a lifeline. Like I said, if you are burnt out, if you are struggling with sobriety, if you are struggling with anxiety, if you're depressed, any of that stuff, it is, and not even calling to vent or complain. I think the most powerful thing even is finding somebody you can hear their problems and get out of your own head. Yeah, I think it's a big deal.
Fair enough. So, well, Brandon, awesome. I appreciate your time and everything.
Yeah.
So, and I'm speaking with Bryan Fittin with Go Rogue. So Bryan, real quick, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what your podcast agency is?
So it's called Go Rogue. We've learned that businesses have a hard time creating consistent content, and so we do that through video podcasting, thought leadership, video courses. We have developed a process that just makes it really easy for them so they can stand out in their audience.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so being a content creator of sorts, have you had struggles with mental health before, like burnout? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I think the biggest thing is everybody's insecure about something, right?
Ooh,
So kind of identifying with that even for me, I have a creators podcast. We were just talking about it. So there's a lot of owning a business that produces quality content. And if your show is not up to par, like I feel insecure about launching anything, putting it out in the world. And so from a mental health standpoint, you have to kind of fight through those things because again, I'm insecure about that, but I also have to recognize that there's so many other people that are insecure about things too, and that kind of helps level the playing field.
Is that how you deal with your insecurities? Is just realize everyone else is also in their underwear?
Yeah, basically, And it's, I think, well, for me, I've dealt with chronic depression in my life too.
Okay.
and so I'm a part of the
Nice.
Anderson group. Yeah,
I'm glad you're still here with us, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I think realizing that my story's not over, and that I matter. That's not something I've ever believed about myself. So, but I think there's a lot, and in this journey, there's definitely people I've met along the way. One that have encouraged me, helped me, been there for me. So I want to be that for other people too. So
that's awesome. So that's what you do with your podcast agency. You try to give them that rock that they can stand on and kind of say like, I'm here. Right?
I would say for our agency is not necessarily focused on that. I do love the fact that we can interact with people, meet them where they are, because everybody's on some type of journey. And so we mainly work with marketing directors, marketing people, and they're stressed out, overwhelmed. They got all the things they've got to do. And I think my dad told me something a long time ago. He's like, don't have clients, have friends. Ooh. And so I really have tried to be friends because I enjoy working with the people. I would just go get a 9-to-5 job if I couldn't do what I'm doing right now, which is like connecting with people. And so I kind of have to realize that in the process. I'm like, this is fun. Yeah. And even in the hard days, like I'd much rather be doing this and connecting with people and helping them get their voice out there and their message out there too. And so
awesome. Yeah. So where can people find you and your podcast and the Go Rogue? Yeah,
you can find me. I'm a big LinkedIn guy. So Fittin. So LinkedIn.com/whatever Fittin. I claim that username. Nice. But Bryan Fittin there. And then Instagram is Hey Bryan Hey. Oh. I'm always like interacting. Hey, what's up, Bryan? Hey. So that, and then GoRogueStudio.com. That's our main, and our socials are Go Rogue Studio.
Sweet.
As well. So yeah.
Well, Bryan, I appreciate it. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to maybe seeing you around a little bit more on the last day of podcast movement.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. We are speaking to my friend that I've been hanging out with since day one. So Tony, how are you doing today?
Good, man. How are you? Oops.
Oh man, that sun is not
it's not a friend?
It is not a friend.
It's all right. There you go. There you go. It's not going to improve my look much, but there you go.
So what's your podcast about, and where can people find you, Tony?
Well, it's NewVision OldWays, and you can find me just about on any platform, but also the NewVisionOldWays.com website. Is probably the easiest thing to do, but you can find it on Spotify, iTunes, all the normal stuff.
Yeah. And so what is your podcast?
So basically, it's taking older philosophies and sometimes not so old philosophies and relating them to the now, and making absolutely sure that we can apply them to real world applications, helping people. And a lot of what you do, at least in the same field anyway, is trying to help people live a better life, and a more fulfilling life, get rid of anxiety, depression, because it's something that I don't think we're looking at the root causes. And what I try to do is look at the root causes that causes each of us to have those feelings of anxiety and depression, and get out of that cage basically, and just start living a better and healthier life.
Yeah.
And hopefully doing it too without a lot of pharmaceuticals. Really kind of also doing episodes on a little more of a holistic approach. Not saying that all pharmaceuticals are bad. There's some that actually do help in ways, but maybe trying to get out of that as much as possible and trying to be a little more holistic about it too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So have you dealt with burnout being a content creator?
Not so much burnout, but I do everything myself. Like a lot of people here, I'm an independent podcaster like yourself, and I do everything. I do all the writing, I do all the talking, I do all the post-production, I do every single thing. And it does get a little bit time consuming when it's about 11 o'clock at night and you're ready to crash at the desk that you're working on. Other than that though, no, I love what I do. I love helping people. I love making sure that at least I'm doing something positive in the world like you. And I think that's a great feeling, and hopefully somebody sees the value in it, which it seems like they do. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Awesome. So since you haven't really hit burnout, what is your self-care secret?
I hope I don't.
Yeah.
Just keeping a positive attitude. It's all mindset. I have a full-time job. I'm a baker by trade, which is enough to drive you crazy. But in the end, though, I think it's just about mindset. It's keeping perspective on it, trying to have a work-life balance, which is, again, probably one of the hardest things in life to do. Making sure that you do avoid the burnout by making sure you do have some fun time, some sleep time, some relaxation. So I try to do it, but it's a passion, and I love writing. So that's not a problem. That's the most difficult part, but I love doing it. So that helps a lot. But it's all mindset, keeping positive, and just knowing that I'm trying to do something, like I said, positive.
Fair enough. Awesome. Well,
awesome, man.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you.
Very nice to meet you, man.
Of course. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Yeah, awesome.
and I'm speaking to Sarah.
Hi.
And she is going to be starting a podcast, correct?
Yes, with my partner right here.
Ah.
Come on in, Shar.
This is Shar.
If you want to hold it up right there. So what is y'all's podcast going to be about?
It's going to be about 360 dog wellness, right? Go ahead.
This is Dog, a 360 dog wellness podcast.
Okay.
I am Auntie Shar.
And I'm Auntie Sarah. And we bring you canine sound bites from the Bark Park.
For you to become dog's best friend.
Ooh, okay.
We drafted that yesterday.
Totally,
Nice.
Yeah, we're living and breathing being dogs' best friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really about making others become aware that they just got to do that much better.
Yeah.
So they can get one more tail wagging.
Exactly.
Yeah, and dogs help people with their mental health a whole bunch, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So this is a really cute little
right?
laugh, Mike. We're liking this. I want that.
Yeah.
Yes, no, absolutely. We've got 8 seasons, so we've got like therapy dogs. We're talking about breeds, why you should choose the kind of dog that meets your personality.
Okay.
Dogs with jobs, because they have jobs sometimes.
Yeah.
What we feed them that equals their happy factor.
Ah, yeah.
We'll get us some bites and barks that we'll love. We'll actually get people to deke it out on the dog pod stage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we will. We'll have a lot of
My
fun.
personal favorite, should you vaccinate, not vaccinate? Like, it's always a conundrum, right? Like,
Ooh.
should I do this? Should I do that?
Uh-huh.
So bringing on the experts that will actually give you the pros and the cons.
Okay.
Yes,
To make an informed, concerned decision.
Totally.
Nice.
It's about bringing out the top dogs. So as much as we know, we know a lot.
Uh-huh.
So we do eat pups for breakfast.
Not literally.
Not literally.
Literally.
Definitely not literally. All of it. We smush it in our face. It's really about, as much as you say, I'm just going to go home and walk that dog for 2 minutes so then I can go out for the next 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
You might think you've done your best by giving your dog its 2 walks in the day, but that's not what we want.
Yeah.
It's not right for you if you've got such a busy schedule
Mhm.
that you're, not able to give the dog a little more of that bonding.
Yeah.
They've been man's best friend. It's time for us to be dog's best friend.
Ooh.
That's what it's about.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's totally what it's about.
So where can people find y'all whenever y'all go live?
We'll go everywhere. We'll go Spotify, Apple.
YouTube?
We'll go YouTube. We're totally having a video component. We're
yeah.
taking our faces with the puppy faces right there. Our face is a little tired today. So yeah.
But it should launch next July 28th. You want to tell us why?
July 28th. There we go.
There we go.
July 28th. This is Dog launches. My little pup died July 28th. So this is the legacy that's got her paw print on it. Chili Dog, this is for you, baby girl.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I know that it's going to help out everyone's mental health whenever it comes to figuring out what they need to do with their dog, and then that's going to help their mental health even further.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. And it's
Okay.
totally gonna be where we want us to go.
Yeah.
We want this is gonna have wings that'll take this podcast to the skies and to the heavens.
Yeah.
Having doggies be happier for it.
Yeah. So since y'all haven't really got it going yet, do y'all sit there and do y'all worry about like imposter syndrome, like getting it? What are some struggles y'all deal with mentally at the moment?
So yeah.
Okay.
I think there's no struggle. This is not our hobby craft. This is definitely gonna be the career.
Okay.
So it's going to be commercially viable from the beginning. We put a lot of money into our dogs.
Okay.
The dog business is huge. And so if they're throwing money into a leash or a harness or a pet motel or or grooming your dog, then we need to we've got followers. We've got an audience. We've got people that want to hear this, because this is about, for all the money that you put into your dogs, let's put it into how we can make that dog live its better life just one day more.
Okay.
So this concept of I put my dog down because it was suffering. Did you really think it was suffering?
Yeah.
Do you know why it might have been suffering? Were you feeding it bad for the first 8 years of its life?
Yeah.
And so all of that. So is there a challenge? Not yet.
Gotcha.
No challenges yet.
Okay.
I think we've got an audience. There's a process. It's like we're not really going to be in college without going through high school.
Yeah.
So we're doing the high school rounds. We're meeting. We've flushed out our episodes. We've flushed out our seasons. We're gathering our expert top dogs.
Okay.
So they can duke it out on the top dog stage.
And we've created a following, because last year we were supposed to launch this year. So people last year were saying, "Oh, I'll follow you next year." Now it's like, okay, it's going to be next year. So we're kind of building along the following.
We started
unintentionally.
Yeah. We're embarking on social media, so we've got an IG tag.
Okay.
This is Podcast.
Nice. Awesome.
Thank you for asking us all this wonderful stuff.
Yeah, of course.
We love to share.
Yeah, it's been an honor and a pleasure speaking with y'all, and I look forward to hearing about everything 360.
Are you a dog lover?
I am.
Totally a dog lover.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, this is Dog.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And I'm speaking with Emma, correct?
Yes, Emma.
And what is your podcast? Where can people find it?
So NASA's Curious Universe is on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's also on nasa.gov/podcasts.
Okay.
So anywhere you get your podcasts, you can listen to Curious Universe or any of our other podcasts. Houston, we have a podcast, Small Steps, Giant Leaps. There's lots of options.
Nice. So I personally didn't realize that NASA had podcasts until I got here. So that's really cool. But what exactly is Curious Universe, real quick?
So Curious Universe is a science podcast for science fans who are new and old to the field. Anybody who's interested in science can check it out and learn what NASA's still up to as an agency, because we're a lot more active than people realize. We didn't even know we had podcasts. Some people don't even know we're going back to the moon. So.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Actually, that's super interesting. I got to ask more questions about that, but that's not the point of this interview. So, how has your mental health been being a content creator of sorts? Have you dealt with burnout? What's your self-care look like?
Yeah, so that's actually pretty interesting. My role at NASA, I was an intern for the last 10 weeks. So I've wrapped up. And one of the things that I struggled with a lot was like, I'm only here for 10 weeks. I want to do as much as possible. So I'm just going to work all day and work super hard and go home and keep working because the burnout, I can deal with that later. However, the team I was working on, they really prioritize, you know, healthy boundaries and taking breaks when you need them. So one of the tips that my mentor has for me is that as part of every week, you build in time that you can stop and like use your comp time and rest and reflect on what you've accomplished throughout the week. If you consistently practice, you know, gratitude and celebrating yourself for the work that you do, you're going to have a much easier time dealing with that burnout when it does come.
That's really, really good. So you're saying burnout is somewhat inevitable?
I think for creators, we get really passionate and we want to just keep going, especially because we do have those periods of really high momentum and creativity and drive, and then we do go into those droughts a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So when we have that creativity, when we have that energy, we want to just maximize our output and just use it. So I think for a lot of us, the first step is being able to heal from the burnout, and then step 2 is learning to kind of prevent it as it comes.
Ooh, okay. So heal from the burnout, then prevent it, but in a sense, we're always in a cycle, right? So which part of the cycle do you think you're in right now?
Right now, at Podcast Movement, I'm experiencing just a real surge of inspiration. So I'm getting ready to, I'm resting from my internship, but I'm getting ready to just get back in and start creating stuff personally for myself.
Nice. So are you looking to take your content creation outside of NASA as well, or are you just focusing right there on the creative universe?
Well, another way that I think we can protect ourselves from burnout is ensuring that we've got different channels for our creativity. So right now what I'm working on is creating a channel for my personal creativity.
Okay.
So this will be external to NASA, just kind of like a personal project.
Nice. And what is that called?
It's super in the beginning stages, so I'm looking at starting a blog.
Okay.
It doesn't have a name yet.
Nice. Well, is it going to be on Substack or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for Emma
Brambila.
All right. Is there any tips that you got for anyone that's looking for improving their mental health, or something that what keeps you sane day to day?
Yeah. So the biggest thing that I would say helps me is my community. So have like 2 to 3 people, maybe just one person that you can always lean on. You can always send a text and say, hey, I need to call, I need to talk, I need to debrief.
Okay.
And that person that can really support you and carry you all the way through.
Awesome. Well, Emma, thank you very much. It's
Thank
been an
you.
honor and a pleasure. And thank you for letting us know that NASA has podcasts.
NASA had podcasts. Check them out.
And I have Alex here. He is the creator of Podmatch. So I am very thankful to him, as is many other people. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Really excited to be here. Glad to actually get to hang out a little bit too, which has been a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, for sure. So real quick, what is Podmatch and what is your podcast?
Sure, yeah. So podmatch.com is the software that connects podcast guests and podcast hosts for interviews. The way I always like to describe it is it works kind of like a dating app, but instead of for dates, connects you for podcast interviews. And then my show is called Podcasting Made Simple, and the whole idea is how to level up as a podcast host or as a podcast guest. So kind of the educational wing of what we do with the software side of things, which is, again, matching people together and then helping educate them on how to be the best guest, the best host they can.
Yeah, awesome. So you're a content creator, and you made Podmatch to help people take some of that mental stress off of being a podcaster, right?
Right, yeah.
So have you dealt with burnout before being a podcaster, a content creator?
Yeah, many times in my life. The first time I dealt with burnout was actually when I was in my professional career.
Okay.
I come from like a family with a background of like a bit of being workaholics. And I'd say for a while I got into that, and that's, I think it's like just key for burning out, right? Just absolutely being like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I hit that point, and I learned it, thankfully, that like, okay, this is a sign, I need to pull back a little bit. But then when I started like the side hustle, because that's how most of us start podcasting, right? Like we got the full-time gig and the side hustle. I let that start to burn me out because I was doing so much of it. So it was like 8 hours a day for this, 8+ hours a day for everything else. And sure enough, I kind of repeated the cycle of like, wait, I know what this feeling is because I had it previously when I was just doing a full-time job, but now I'm feeling it here. And that, I think it showed up even worse when I was a creator because it was like our creativity is what separates us, right? It's what makes us stand out. And I found that I was losing my creativity because I was burnt out. I was doing too much. And so it was showing up in my content. It was showing up in the way I quote unquote serve people, right? Like it just wasn't working. And when I realized that was actually, it was multiple friends. Thankfully, I've got great people in my life. Like, hey man, like, you okay? I'm like, actually, now that you say it, no, I'm probably not. And it was like that learning to like pull back and just be willing to like do less, right? Because I think as creators, we feel like there's a million things we should do. And I was like, I can't. I know I can do this. I know this helps people, so I have to pull back. And that's ultimately what kind of got me out of that burnout season.
Yeah, okay. So how do you deal with burnout now? Because you don't necessarily, you get over it, but there's always, it's kind of chasing you, right?
For sure. It's proactive, totally proactive.
Okay.
So first off, accountability in my life.
Okay.
So I got people in my life that they know the signs, so they've seen it before, right? I'm like, hey bro, call me out when you see it, right? But the second thing is having a good community around me. So being in a thriving community where you can just be honest. Hey, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off and struggling a little bit. Like, and you get that encouragement, stuff like that. But then building like proper boundaries of self-discipline, but also self-care is the way I like to describe it. So like be self-disciplined to say, hey, Thursday afternoons is when I do this form of content. I block on my calendar. Whether I want to or not, I'm gonna get it done, right? That's typically not like the creative stuff because you want your creative juice to be flowing, but all the things around the creativity. Because as creators, we know like you don't always get to create. There's the work that goes into it, right? Schedule out the work, have the self-discipline. The self-care side is important. Saying this is my time where I will not work. And I will not decide that I'm too far behind. Oh, I have to work, I do it. I just say no. And I learned that I've actually gotten better at being very efficient when I say no to those things and just leave room for self-care where I'm just enjoying my life, enjoying my time. And that's been a really, I haven't slipped into, it's always there, right? Like you said, but I haven't slipped back into it because I put these guardrails in place and have like really proper boundaries.
Wow, that's really informative. Cool. And last question, where can people find your podcast whenever they're looking for it?
Anywhere you get podcasts is the first thing I'll say, but I set up a specific spot for it. Podmatch.com/episodes. Podmatch.com/episodes will send you the whole backlog and search and stuff like that. And if you're interested in being a guest or host, I think you'll find it really valuable. So thank you for that opportunity.
Of course. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It's an honor and a pleasure to meet the founder and creator of Podmatch.
For sure. So. Thanks for being such a big supporter of it and helping us. Really, you've done a lot for us. So I thank you for that as well.
Of course. Thank you, man.
For sure.
All right, so we are at Podcast Movement 2025, and I'm speaking to Spencer, who does a lot of backstage stuff for another podcast, but he does some you're essentially helping people become human again, right?
I guess that's the way I put it. I say becoming a healthy human.
A healthy human.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So tell us a bit about yourself. Like, what is it that you do? because I did a bad job on the intro.
Oh, no, it's okay. I guess essentially, well, a lot of people that I talk to about becoming a healthy human, you know, a lot of them are coming from addiction or abusive households, you know. A lot of people think that they're not worthy. So the first step is like learning that you're actually worthy to live a happy and peaceful life.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you know. And a lot of people, they don't know coping skills. So that's part of it, you know.
Yeah.
And then essentially it's just like after that I like to do what I call loving my inner child. So as the next step,
yeah,
just going out and doing small things to love that kid part of you that was told that they were bad or not good enough. Essentially that's it.
Yeah, okay. So you're doing a lot of good for the world, and you're not a content creator yet, but you're getting ready to take that plunge. But since you do backstage stuff, do you deal with like burnout of a sort? How do you do self-care?
Yeah, so I basically just work volunteering like once or twice a week, so that way I don't go into burnout. But as far as like working with mental health stuff, there's always people that need help. So I very much utilize do not disturb on my phone. Like you gotta have that. If you and I also do at least 1 hour a day where I am just not on screens. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I light a candle and just like sit in my bed for 10 minutes to bring my intentions for the day.
I love that.
And I listen to a bunch of affirmations, and I just try to go out into the sun, even if I'm just sitting for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Every day to like try to make sure, because otherwise, if we're not doing it every day or every other day, my brain will be like, "You suck."
Yeah.
You know, or go turn yourself into a corpse. So it's just like, it's just like you gotta force yourself to love yourself till you really do. And it's worked so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you find the community helps? Do you have a community?
Yes, I like to call them a healthy human community.
Okay.
They're wonderful. I just discovered them, I guess, last year or the year before. But I didn't talk essentially at first.
Oh, lurker.
Yes, I did for like a solid year. And then I was talking to my trauma therapist, and she was like, well, you just need to go find friends that are doing what you're doing. And I was like, okay. So then I started commenting on the lives, and they were like, come in, because we're all a community here, and now I'm just a part of each one of their communities. So now, so it's basically like people that help people. Some of them, a lot of them, the focus is on ACEs, which is adverse childhood experiences. So we're all the people that help people, but we're all coming together to be like, this is what it's like, and this is what we're dealing with, and how we have to help people. So I guess essentially we're there to help each other.
Yeah.
Even though we all help other people, and I've never been part of a community like that. It's so beautiful.
That's awesome. Where can people find that community if they want to join? Or is it kind of closed doors?
No, anybody can join.
Okay.
The Be Victoria Foundation. They're on Instagram, Facebook. I guess I can send you the link.
Yeah.
Would that be good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll send you the link.
Okay.
And then there's a Zoom group called Trauma Drama that meets every Thursday at 12, and every week she has a different topic, and then we all talk about our experiences, and then we each validate one another. Like it's a beautiful group.
Awesome.
I'll send you all the links. So
okay.
And then my personal Instagram is Spencer Tyme.
Okay.
SpencerTyme.
Okay. Nice. Like the herb.
Yeah.
There you go.
Most people think that, yeah.
Nice. I like that. So is there anything that you would like to leave the audience with for keeping track of their mental health or anything like that today?
Keeping track. My thing is like remembering to be your own best friend, like
Ooh.
you know, because you gotta live with all the people or the person that's in here, you know, and if you're not being your own best friend, well, you know, you tend to be pretty hard on yourself, you know.
Yep.
And we all deserve peace, and we all deserve to have a gentle and safe day.
Yeah, I love that. So they can find you at where again?
Spencer Tyme on Instagram.
Gotcha.
SpencerTymn.
And then whenever you get a podcast going, we'll find you there too.
Yeah, probably at Spencer Tyme.
Yeah, all right.
If the trademark is available.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. All right.
So that was the interviews I did at Podcast Movement 2025. I hope you enjoyed them. You got a little bit of something out of them because I know I did, even if it was just having fun. So maybe we'll be able to find Spencer and his podcast in the future, but we did get some valuable links in the meantime, so be sure to check them out in the episode description. But thank you for listening and watching Retrieving Sanity with Keegan, your host, and just oh yeah, that's right, join the Discord if you need a community for just helping to get stuff off your chest or needing a little bit of support, whatever it is. Join the Discord, we'll be there for you. So thanks for watching again, and much love to you. Love others if you can, but you gotta love yourself first. And as always, much love. Shalom.